top three in a quarter, we dashing. The flawless diamonds in the border, we flashing. The money we ought to be stashing. I make sure every quarter be cashing. I can't really explain. Be thinking I'm slipping, these girls be thinking I'm tripping. What kind of weed you be smoking? What type of drinks you be sipping? Sweet thing, just to think of you dipping. What had me with the blues so hard, you would think I was crippin'. Now you relaxing in the bins, credit cards with no limits, so you don't worry about maxing when you spend. But since you been asking about the friends, how'd you like it if both our names had Jackson on the ends? Huh? The truth is, girl, the way you cook a steak remind me of them strips from Roof Chris. You love my smile, no matter how chipped my tooth is. With you, it ain't because my whips is ruthless. So sit on chrome, dipped up deuces. And you ain't flattered by Canary and VS dip, taste suited. Cover ballers look dumb when they press you. 5s and 6s, you don't let them kind of numbers impress you. Even though I was somewhat successful, me and a player was becoming too stressful. But ever since the superwoman has come to my rescue, my winter's been wonderful, my summer's been special. Let's fly the same bark while the villa be painted, just so we can get really acquainted. The love is real, there's no way it can feel like it's tainted, but I can really explain it. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Hosea.
And I'm Mahogany Monro.
With What's Going On podcast. Tune in every Thursday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
For finances, networking, and living your best life.
Catch us every Thursday on Side A of the After Party Radio.
See you at the party.
Good evening, good day, good morning, and all that good stuff. Welcome to What's Going On DFW Radio and Podcast, powered by the AfterParty.com. I'm your host, Hosea Robinson, and
I'm Mahogany Monro.
And we are right here in the building for another episode. This is episode 3 of of What's Going On DFW, where we are a media outlet for small, medium, minority-owned businesses right here in the Dallas Metroplex, along with community activists that are doing a great work in the community in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We have an awesome show lined up for you on today, but before we get started, just want to go over a couple of few housekeeping rules real quick. Just want to give you all some information on a major event that's coming up on February the 7th, and it's hosted live. This is the name of the event, the After Party Live, and it's sponsored by the After Party Radio. This will be on Thursday, February the 7th. It'll include the After Party All Stars plus DJ Curdy, comedian celebrity. The doors will open at 7 p.m. Pre-sale tickets are $15. We're going to have a live podcast. It's going to be a very open dialogue in regards to adult relationship subject matter. So it's going to be a nice event for you and your boo, your friends with benefits, or that special someone, all that good stuff. You guys can come on out for a nice little event for a nice fun-filled event of comedy and fun. And that will be at the Brick House Lounge, 25 Arkansas Lane, Arlington, Texas, 76010. For ticket information, you can give us a call at 214-531-3301. Miss Mahogany, so how have you been doing today?
I've been good. I had a really, 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 really good day today. So
That's good.
Yeah.
How was your week so far?
Well, my week so far has been real chill.
Okay.
I've been getting a lot of stuff done. I've been just real busy.
That's good.
I've been
That's
on
good.
the go, like no stop.
Yeah, that's good. That's
I know
good.
today. I did put out an audition that 50 Cent was doing
Okay.
for his new project.
Yes.
It's called BMF, which stands for Black.
Mafia
No,
Family.
BMF. Yeah, Black
Black
Mafia
Mafia, yes.
Family. And I'm going for the role of Kato.
Okay. Good luck
And
to you on that.
yeah, she's a Black Mafia queen, and I'm down for it. Cause right after that scene, like after that part, that short clip,
Right.
she turns around and just shoots everybody in the building, and I'm excited for that. I'm ready to shoot everybody in the building. So hopefully I get the role. I hope all of y'all go to my Instagram is I am
Yes.
Mahogany Monro and hashtag BMF casting so that the screenwriter and 50 Cent can see me because I need that role, y'all. I need y'all to help me land that so that I can do big things and put everybody else in a better position to do big things too. You feel me? So,
There you go. There
so
you
yeah,
go. That's
that was my day.
that's
Everything's
good.
been lit.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I know with me, I had some good things going on this week. I had a good meeting earlier this week on
Mhm.
Tuesday. I met with a business contact of mine that manages rental properties in Fort Worth area, and he put me on the schedule for the first quarter of the year
Oh,
of
that's lit.
this year of multiple properties that I'm going to be going out and talking to them about the power of credit, credit
Mhm.
restoration, and financial literacy. So it starts really my busy quarter really starts for me next week.
Mhm.
That's just that one avenue, you know.
Mhm.
So it's been very that was a good. I mean, the week started out very good for me on that particular end, getting some personal things knocked out. So it's been real good, and it kind of leads into what our subject of the day is going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So because on today, for those of you all that are watching us via Facebook Live, if you're listening to us on the podcast, whether you're in your dorm room, you're at home, you're in the car, we're going to be talking about today three particular subjects. And we do have a special guest with us that's going to be here with us very real soon. But we're going to get into that here in a few minutes. But the subjects that we're going to be talking about today are dealing with as being an entrepreneur, being a business owner. We're going to be talking about staying focused,
Mhm.
having goals,
Mhm.
and
Manifestation.
manifestation.
Yeah.
Manifestation.
So Hosea,
Manifestation.
what is your definition of focus?
So when you talk about focus, for me, it's literally for me, and to sum it up, is having tunnel vision.
Uh huh.
You understand what I'm saying? Having tunnel vision, you know what you want to do, you know how you want to do it, but having razor sharp tunnel vision
Mhm.
to get to the end, to focus on what the final objective is.
Okay.
So that's my definition of when it comes to focus.
Okay. Now the actual definition of focus is the center of interest or activity. The other one is the state or quality of having or producing clear visual definition.
Oh, okay, all right,
So when it comes to being focused, I feel like he said, it's tunnel vision. Is
right,
not letting any distractions come and take you off your
yes,
game. Um, Also, when it comes to goals, my definition of goals is something set to be conquered.
right,
Basically, like you write something out, and then basically you do what you got to do to conquer that, or to make sure that you trump that.
right,
Make sure
exactly,
that you get it done. Basically, so
yeah,
that's my definition of a goal: something that you set to be able to triumph over or take over.
okay. So let me ask you this then:
Hmm.
what's your definition of manifestation?
Whew. Okay,
I know.
so manifestation to me is bringing something to reality. Bringing a thought into reality, bringing a dream into anything that's brought into reality, anything that isn't already a reality, um, or even making the impossible a reality. I think that's what manifestation is.
Okay, okay. So I got like two definitions that's real small
Uh huh.
and relates to manifestation.
What is?
Okay, so the first one is the definition I have is an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea.
Mhm.
That's one. But then, if you want to go more specifically, like on a spiritual standpoint, um, I have the definition of it as a manifestation is the public display of emotion or feeling
Mhm.
or something theoretical made real. Manifestations origins are in religion and spirituality because if something spiritual becomes real, it is said to be a manifestation.
Oh, this is a pretty long definition.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Nah, but that's basically what I said,
Yes, it is.
and I feel like
You
I feel
did
like
good.
that's a beautiful thing.
You lined up right, just right, and you said it in your own words, so that's what makes it even that much dope.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. So going into our focus, our goals, and our manifestations for today, I did want to bring up a young lady that I seen shared on Instagram and Facebook today. Um, she's a 23-year-old celebrity hairstylist. She survived homelessness, and built a hair empire. Now all right. Now, what I like about her story is the fact that she didn't give up.
Hmm.
She stayed focused on her goals. Even when she was homeless and she didn't have no money, even
Right.
when she had her child and had to go back to her mama's house to start over and everything, nothing took her off her focus. She actually found what she wanted to do in the midst of her storm. And a lot of us don't realize that our storm is actually a blessing
Hmm.
because it helps us to figure out where it is that we want to go, what we want, what we don't want, where we want to go, and where we don't want to go in life. So what she did, basically, she thought of hair. That was her first, passion was hair. So she thought of doing hair. So she went to school, got her certification to do hair and stuff like that, and then she started just doing different people's hair. And she evolved off Instagram, and a lot of celebrities and stuff started seeing her. The first celebrity client that she had was OG Nia Lee, which is on Love and Hip Hop for anybody that watches Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
And then it just stemmed from there. It's like a domino effect. Once one person, gets a hold of you, then everybody can get a hold of you.
Right.
So, but I'll just read y'all just a little bit of her story once I find that part. But prior to these prosperous 2 years, Ivy was 19 years old. She was pregnant and living in the streets of Miami, Florida.
Mm.
When she found out she was expecting, she had just graduated from high school and was attending a local community college. While she was surprised yet excited about having a child, her mother struggled with the reality of her pregnancy. Now, for the first 6 months of her pregnancy, Ivy was homeless. She was sleeping in cars and hotel rooms. And she was expecting twins, but ended up losing one of her babies in the
Wow.
third month due to sleeping in cars. Now, how many of y'all possibly would have just gave up,
Right.
after just being pregnant?
Yeah.
I know I was pregnant senior year of high school, but I kept going. I had the most scholarships in my class, and I graduated salutatorian. A lot of people would have gave up, but
Right.
I didn't. And even after I had my baby, I still ran track and everything else. And people was like, "Dang, how'd she do that?" And it's just like I was just tunnel vision. I was focused on what I had to do. So similar to her story, she was, from what I see, she was driven and she was just real focused and she did not give up and she just kept going. There was nothing that was stopping her from, getting to where she wanted to go because she already knew where she didn't want to be.
Right.
So
That,
I did want to share her story because that was a beautiful story. And you can check her out on xonicole.com.
now, I think that's a real good example of on focus and
Mhm.
having and goal setting
Mhm.
because a lot of people, and all of us, those that are watching, and even with me and you, we know people, or even our own selves have gotten to a place to where, okay, I have a goal, and then I start the process, then I run into a snag. It gets hard, and then sometimes we slow up our speed.
Right.
We may have been going 100, now we done brought it down to 20 miles an hour,
Right.
and that's just the unfortunate not knowing that, just like you said in the beginning, that the process, that's the learning phase
Mhm.
to getting you to the other side. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And that's the blessing in it. And it's just so ironic that some of the most prominent billionaires, millionaires, all of them
Mhm.
have had some type of form of some type of Damascus Road is what I call it. In regards to them, they've hit the bottom, and then all of a sudden, that's what they needed to propel them up.
Mhm.
P Diddy. Most of us know his story. One of my,
I'm
I mean, one of
definitely.
my favorite stories that I love to follow. For those of you all, just as a quick refresher,
Mhm.
he was doing an internship with one radio company, and then and I think it turned into an actual job, but then he ended up getting fired.
Mhm.
But by him being fired, that ignited him to start his own record label company.
Exactly.
So had he not been fired and been released from that company, he would have been still an employee of another company rather than starting his own company where he's the CEO. And which now, as you all know, has multiple streams of income.
Right.
It's been in the business for more than 20 some years. So a lot of
Right.
people have to really take into account that that if you have a dream, no matter what it is, whatever that idea is, and if it seemed hard for you, there is that 9 times out of 10 that means that it is for you. If it was easy, I would question it. But if it's something
Don't need
that's
to do
hard for
something.
you, yeah, if it's hard, if it's slowly, everything, some things are not working out. You having more bad days than good days, but it's something in you telling you that I need to stick with it. Stick with it, and that's where that focus comes into play.
Hmm. And that ties into goals as well. Like, how do you know what to focus on if you don't have nothing? If you don't have goals,
Right,
if you don't have nothing to shoot for, if you don't have
right,
nothing to go towards,
yes,
So it's very important to have goals. Very
very
important.
important.
I personally write my goals out. I like to say it. I say a year, but I really like focus on the first 6 months.
Okay,
And then once I hit or get close to that 6 month mark, then it's time to, redo everything, see where
right,
I'm at, and then focus on the next 6 months.
yeah,
And that's actually what keeps you going because without your goals, you wouldn't know where to go. Like
yeah.
you'll be all over the place, but if you have your goals, it helps you to stay focused on what you need to do.
Right, and that's good that you said that because what I do, I ain't, man, I'm envious of anybody that can do 6 months. I can't do 6 months. I can only do like
You
30
can't write
days.
out your goals for 6 months?
No, I have to do month to month because I tried doing 6 months. Because you know what, for it may seem like a short amount of time for other people, but for me,
Hmm.
it seemed to me that was like too much for me. You know what I mean? It was too much to see everything lined out that way in 6 months. So what I do is I do month to
Hmm.
month. So I do 30 days, and then I have a 30-day goal, but then I break that down from week to week. So at the end of every week, I can recap and say, okay, on Monday what did I do? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I keep it in a journal, a private journal that no one knows of anything about. You know what I mean? I get
Okay.
it's like my personal secret Bible. You know what I mean? And one of the things that my mom taught me a long time ago was that she told me, she said that if you have a vision or if you have a prayer, make sure you write it down, make the vision plain,
Hmm.
just like it says, from those of us, because we are in the Bible Belt. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Those of us that go to church, y'all are familiar with what I'm where I'm coming from, and so I've always, that's what I do in private. I write I write my goals down, and that helps me.
Hmm.
Because when you write your goals down, I mean, I know for me it helps me with accountability.
Well, with me, writing down my goals helps me to clear my mind because I'm constantly on go.
Yes.
Like, and a lot of people know that I'm constantly on go. So if I'm writing down my goals, like, and when I mean by 6 months,
Yeah.
I write down what I want to accomplish within 6 months, and
Right.
then I go behind that and figure out, okay, so what I gotta do, what's the steps I gotta take in order
Yeah.
to accomplish that in 6 months. Like, say, I want to earn $200,000 in 6 months.
Right.
So that's from what, January now
Yeah.
until June.
Right.
I have to figure out how much. First of all, I need to figure out how much I need to make each month in order to hit 2,000 by that time,
Okay.
or whatever the case may be, and then
Yeah.
figure out, okay, what I need to do, how much I need to do this, whatever. But
Mm,
even outside of money, if I wanna, have my lash tech certification, which I plan on getting,
right.
I want that in March. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I need to figure out, okay, around what time frame will I be open to be able to knock this out. You
Yes.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Which is
and I
realistic.
do
Yeah.
that to clear my mind because, like I said, I'm always on go, and I need to make sure that everything is where it needs to be for me.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
And yeah, and then of course, every week I'll go back and be like, okay, did I do everything that I need to do? Is this gonna get me closer to that $200,000 in June?
Right.
If it's not, I need to redo it. I need to
Yes, ma'am.
figure out because
Right. Right.
if I'm trying to hit 200,000 in June and I'm only doing $50 work, that ain't gonna help, right?
That's right. That's right.
So.
I agree with you. And just to let you guys know, those of you all that are logging on right now, you've logged in late. You're watching the What's Going On DFW radio and podcast with myself, Hosea Robinson, and
And
my
Mahogany Monro.
Mahogany Monroe, the most beautiful Mahogany Monroe.
Gonna know.
Please follow us on all of our Instagram, our social media, Instagram, and on Facebook. You can do a search on both platforms at What's Going On DFW, and we're talking on the subject of goal setting, focus, and manifestation. So that's what we're talking about right now. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, please share this amongst your followers. Please hit the share button. We'll greatly appreciate it. And again, follow us on social media.
So I have a question for our followers. So how many of y'all are excited about 2019? If you're excited, can you please comment 2019 in the description box? I just want to, hey
Yes.
Vonda, I'll just give some shout outs, but I want you all to take the time to comment 2019
Yes.
in the comment box so I can make sure that you're excited about 2019 right now.
Yes, most definitely. And if you guys want to call in, you can give us a call in at 972-591-8272. Again, the call in number is 972-591-8272. If you got an extra phone and you don't want to log off of Facebook Live on your cell phone, yeah, go ahead and call us on 972-591-8272. Um,
So
so,
yeah, so
yeah,
going
go
into
ahead.
now going into manifestations, when it
Yes,
comes to manifestations,
yes,
it's all about positive energy. You have to be positive, and
right,
I have to say that with urgency and I can't think of the other word right now, but I have to
hmm,
say it like that
yes,
because you got to understand if you're constantly around negative energy, if you're constantly
right,
thinking like you can't do it, then guess what? You're not gonna do it. You have to say those positive affirmations. You have to think those
yeah,
positive things. And then number one, you got to be around positive people. You got to be around people that are going where you're going. Cause I learned personally, I was around people that weren't doing what I'm doing, people that aren't into what I'm into,
yeah,
people that constantly think negative all the time. But it
mhm,
wasn't until I got outside of that
right,
that my life just changed for the better. Like so
right,
many people are just constantly like, "Dang, I seen you change your
yeah,
transformation." Like, cause it's real. Like I talk to myself positively. Like I was even nervous putting out my little, clip or whatever. 'Cause I don't want to let nobody see me. But then how am I gonna be known if I don't expose myself?
right,
So I started talking to myself. I said, you good, you great.
yeah,
You're beautiful, you're talented,
right,
you're famous, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and that builds up your confidence. Even listening to, I like to listen to trap music. So if I'm in the car, I'm listening to Young Dolph or something like that, and he pumping me up like not just to sell drugs, but to just get out here and
right,
make it do what it do.
right, right,
So when it comes to that, once you start thinking positive, you start doing positive things. When you start thinking about being successful, you start doing more things to get you to be successful. So
right.
with that being said, everybody just start speaking positive to yourself and just knowing that you can do it because you can do anything you put your mind to. You can make money doing anything. You can
Hmm.
be successful doing anything. So that's what I want to say about manifestations.
Right, and it's I know we had talked about this before. I think we talked about this on one of our previous shows. I was watching a particular talk show, and the kid that you had brought up about how he's making millions of dollars on YouTube for
Yes,
just
he's
for playing
7 years old playing with
he-
toys,
just playing for
making he
toys, playing with
and
toys.
he signed a $20 million deal with Walmart, I believe.
Right,
I
right,
might be out, but I know it was $1 million
right.
deal at 7 years old. He can't even touch his own money.
And that validates the point that you just made as relates to that you can do anything. Literally,
Anything.
in this day and time, there's literally no reason why any one of us that's in the sound of my voice or our voice right now cannot make some type of money and be the CEO of your own company.
Exactly.
Period. I mean, this is one of the best times to be a CEO, to be a business owner currently right now. When you talk about manifestation and having positive energy, I
Mhm.
personally, for me, on a personal level, I that's my personal number one requirement. I don't want to be around anyone that's negative. If you're a complainer, if you're a self doubter, we're gonna clash. We're gonna be oil and water. You have to have that type of focus and type of goal, or what I tell my daughter to have, forward thinking. You have to have that type of forward thinking to see yourself, in your future doing well, being better. Especially when it comes to business owners and being an entrepreneur. Surround yourself around other business owners and and other entrepreneurs.
That for sure.
Yeah, because one thing my dad used to tell me, God rest his soul, he used to tell me that in life you need to have someone that's over you and you need to have someone that's under you. You understand what I'm saying? He said you need to have someone that's over you, you need to have someone under you. The reason why, to have the person that's over you, that's going to be someone that can teach you something. Okay? They can teach you, they can pour into you, and the person that's under you, you're going to be able to do the exact same thing to the one that's coming up behind you. And
Yeah.
so it
You
just
pass
leads right
that
to,
energy. You
yeah, to
pass that
pass the
positive
energy. Yeah,
energy.
it's all about, just like you said, it's all about having positive energy, and try doing those the affirmations that you do in the mirror. do the exact same thing as it relates to just when you're out and about at the grocery store, gas station. Spark up a conversation with someone. Just be positive. There's nothing wrong with being human. You know what I mean? You know, because
No, I'm playing, but no.
I mean, you gotta be positive. You gotta be positive.
But I mean, it's
Be
all about
positive.
being that example.
Yeah.
Be what you wanted somebody to be for you.
Exactly.
Be just be that perfect example for
Yes.
somebody else, and let them know that they can do it too. Let them know that it don't matter what you went through. Like I just told you about the girl. Like
Yeah.
she was pregnant, homeless, all of that, and now she making so much money just doing her. And who would have thought that her posting her on Instagram would have got her to where she is today? So it's all in the power of you, being focused, having goals, and being positive in order for all of that to manifest.
So when it comes to you, Mahogany, about being focused, I know we got a couple of minutes before we introduce
I guess.
our guest.
Mhm.
How important is you to this when it comes to being focused, not goals, not manifestation, about being focused? How important is that to you in regards to your everyday walk?
Woo. I get so many distractions all day, every day. Like,
So you're human then.
I mean, I'm human, but I get so many distractions. But I have to. I just always remind myself of the end goal.
Yes, ma'am.
And the end goal is for me to be financially free,
Yes.
mentally free, spiritually free.
Yes.
I just want to be at peace. I want to do
Yeah.
whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it. I don't want nobody to tell me what I can and cannot do.
Right.
If I want to go to Bermuda tomorrow, guess what? That's where I'm
What
going
I'm
to
gonna
go.
do.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I want to do this tomorrow, if I want to,
Yeah.
it's just all about being free and at peace
Yes,
with
ma'am.
life and knowing that you not struggling.
Right.
Because I done been at the bottom. I done been dead broke. I done, not had a car, all of that. And it's just all about remembering where I don't want to be
Yes, ma'am.
and where I do want to be.
So that keeps you focused on the end goal.
Oh yeah, and then I,
Yeah.
of course, I say I'm gonna be the female Diddy. I go look at Diddy page and figure
Yeah.
out what Diddy doing
Doing,
today
yeah,
that I ain't
exactly.
doing that I need to get on,
You fe-
until I can,
You feeding your dream.
look him out the eye, be
Yeah.
like, I'm over you.
Yeah,
You
but
know what
that
I'm saying?
and that leads to my last point as we get ready to bring on our guest.
Mhm.
You're feeding into your dream,
Mhm.
and I'll say this as I bring on our guest. One of my good friends, um, she texted me. She said, "Hosea, how do I stay focused in regards to my goal in my business? Because I'm so tired right now." And you know what I responded back to her? I said, "Remember your why."
You ain't tired enough, sis.
Yeah. I told her, I said, remember your why. I said, you have to remember your why. Your why is supposed to be that inner fuel, that inner energy that's gonna help propel you to get up and move. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's just like that meme that says that, well, the people that have an 8-hour job, you're not tired. You're just not. You don't have that drive in you right now to go after your goal. You know, when you're really serious and really focused about getting your business off the ground, turning that side hustle into a 9 to 5, you'll do
Mhm.
whatever you got to do. There won't be no sleep. You'll sleep when you're dead. Period. Bottom line in the story. There is no
Basically.
sleep. There is no tired. There are no breaks. There are no vacations. That's my last bit on it. But as we get ready to transition to our guest that's getting ready to come on board right now, this young man, I'm very proud to know him. Mahogany and I both had a chance to meet him over these last couple of months, and we finally was able to get him onto the show. Finally able to get him onto the show. This young man has his own digital brand marketing company. And get this, not only is he an African American male, he's under 30 years old. And he's right here, born and bred right here in Dallas, Texas. And so with nothing else, we're going to let him come on board, Mr. Justin Backus.
Woo!
Yeah. What's going on? Triple Dizzy. And that's you right there, bro.
All right, all right.
Boy, this is messed up. I'm the shortest one in the room, and I got the shortest chair. Yeah,
We
Mr.
all
Backus,
in?
Mr. Backus.
Y'all comfortable?
Hey, what's going on? I'm comfortable.
You good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Justin Backus.
Backus.
Go ahead
I
and tell
added
us
an R
about
in there.
yourself. Tell us what you do, what you got going on.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead. Give
y'all.
it to us.
So, I am Justin Backus. I am, like he say, I am born and raised in Dallas, East Dallas to be exact.
All right.
But yeah, I actually run a full marketing company. So with that, I cover the full foundation when it comes to a business. That includes web design. That includes actual marketing on Google.
Okay.
Google is king.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the godfather
That's
right
it.
now
That's
Okay.
it.
in this society.
Right.
Actually, logo design, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mostly what I do. So my goal, as you guys were speaking on goals and manifesting, when I did write out like the purpose of the business, and the goal is to um, actually give the give these small businesses the same opportunities that the big businesses have.
Wow.
And
Wow.
when it comes down to it, the only difference that set them apart is marketing.
Okay.
So
Right.
Okay.
that's what I'm here for.
Wow, that's okay, cool. And we're gonna before we go, you all are gonna know how to get in contact with him too. Before we go, you're gonna have access to all the social media, all that good stuff.
Yes. So make sure you all are following our Instagram page, our Facebook page, and like and comment. Leave us, anything that you can think of that you want us to talk about, and we're gonna go from there. So make sure y'all follow all our social media platforms. Now, before we get into this interview,
Yes.
we got a challenge for Mr. Backus today.
Challenge.
I'm always up for a challenge.
You always up for a challenge? All right.
Competitive.
Okay. So I need you to put the timer on for 1 minute.
One timer on for 1 minute. All right.
All right, y'all. So we got a Play-Doh
Hold on.
challenge and make sure. All
Okay.
right.
All right. I'm pulling
I
up my
got this
timer
one.
right now.
Go ahead, take
It's
take
a
'em out.
race. We racing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm
Set
going to win
timer.
if
Are you-
we do, but
Oh
Show
Lord.
y'all
go ahead, get the Play-Doh out.
I don't think this one worked.
It
I'm
do
gonna
work.
get this one.
Don't do my Play-Doh. It do work.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, we doing it. For,
You got to wiggle it out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, y'all, so he finna do this Play-Doh challenge.
Okay.
I'm going to
Yeah.
get some of this yellow out because it is kind of busted.
Yeah, I told.
All right.
And it's for 1 minute. You want the timer?
Yes,
for
1 minute.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Just get out what you can.
I
It's
got it.
cool.
I'm ready.
Okay, get that out.
Okay.
Boy,
Oh yeah,
Play-Doh.
I'm a pro at it now. See? It don't take too long.
Okay, all right. Let's move this out the way. All right, go ahead and choose something out of here. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
before you open it,
Uh,
okay. So, y'all, he gonna have 1 minute to make whatever he just chose. He gonna have 1 minute. And while he's making whatever he just chose, I'm gonna ask him questions that he should already know about himself. Okay?
I got a multitask.
Yeah, you got a
Yeah,
multitask.
So what? Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Go ahead and look at what you gotta do.
Oh.
Hold on, don't start it yet.
Don't
no,
start it
I'm
yet.
not. I'm gonna wait till my colleague to give me the green light.
All right. Ready, set, go. How old are you?
24.
What color is your hair?
Black.
What color are your eyes?
Black, brown,
What's your mama name?
Tundra,
What's your cousin name?
J Beezy.
What school did you go to?
ULM,
What kind of car you drive?
a Jeep,
What's your sister name?
Ashley.
Do your daddy got a brother?
Yup.
How many grandmas you got?
2,
How many brothers you got?
2,
What college did you go to?
ULM.
What year, make, and model is your car?
2019. I ain't telling the rest.
Do you know how to cook?
Indeed.
Do you know how to dance?
Yup.
What's 2 plus 2?
4.
What's 4 times 5?
20.
What's 20 divided by 8?
20 divided by 8, you gonna have something like 2.4, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I'm ready.
What's your favorite?
It's a wrap.
Okay, wait.
Time.
Okay, y'all. So y'all gotta guess what he had to make. So go on, show them what they had to make. Y'all comment what y'all think it is.
Boy,
That's what he had to make. What y'all think it is?
I look like somebody done had. Oh boy, I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't know what, man.
What? Oh, hold on.
Then you,
Hold on.
yeah, you act like he.
I'm-
Those are legs.
I
What
That's-
y'all think it is?
I
Y'all gotta
smashed his
comment what it is.
if it was feet, made him bow-legged now.
Nah, he good. He really trilled.
He trill? Is it really?
Yeah, he trilled.
He got a piece of change.
Post him
Trill.
up.
See, they not even commenting. They don't even know what it is. So they
Nah,
mean you
they
didn't
thinking.
do a good job.
No, they was typing. I
Nah.
promise they were typing.
That's cool.
Okay. Destiny says SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
A minion.
A
We got
minion.
SpongeBob, a minion, SpongeBob. Okay, y'all. It was SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Good
See.
job. Good job to all our viewers.
And I
Good
was on
job.
point
Thank
with
you for
all my questions.
participating.
Okay,
Right.
okay. So, now while you was doing that,
Hmm.
did you feel like you were fully focused with me asking you these questions?
Fully focused on this.
Yeah.
No, I can't say that.
No. Okay. Now, also with that, what do you feel like you could have did better to make that look more like the real SpongeBob?
You talking about afterwards?
No, Darren. Like, if I wasn't asking you questions or nothing, or you wasn't distracted, what do you think you would have did better?
Probably would have put some pants on them,
Mhm.
and that's about it. Uh, the colors, I'm trying to match everything up.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't put no holes in them or nothing?
That's too much. It was gonna be like just a whole bunch of spots.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I just wanted to see, if you can multitask
Yeah,
and how focused you are.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on,
I'm a
come on,
professional.
SpongeBob.
Professional.
Right.
Come on, SpongeBob.
And it,
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So we're gonna go into the interview. This is my first question to you.
Okay.
What are 3 lessons you learned during the process of owning your own business, and how did you apply what you learned?
Hmm. I would say number one, fail early and fail early.
Fail
and,
early.
and big.
Feel early
Uh,
and big. That's good.
You do that. Really, I actually wrote it down when I lost my first client.
Hmm.
It
Ooh.
happened.
Was you hurt?
I was happy. I wrote
Oh,
it down.
okay.
I was
Did
like,
you really?
today the best day of my life. Like, I
Wow.
just lost my first client, and what it did for me, I was just able to go through like, this is why.
Okay.
Like you say,
Yeah.
find your why.
Mhm.
I found that why. I
Okay.
knew why. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
So that why haven't happened again.
Wow.
That's
And say that
big.
first part again. You said fail early.
Yeah, fail early.
Wow.
Fail early and big. Because if say this happened later on, like that was a smaller deal. That was,
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
I get some big deals later on and I don't know that why, then it's a problem.
Wow. Wow.
So you got 2 more. What was your what's 2 more
What's number
lessons?
two? Oh, okay.
I
Y'all
said 3
forgot.
lessons.
Yeah. Number two. Number two is leverage all your resources.
Okay.
That's good. Leverage all
When
your resources.
when I say that, it's hard because you are your own business owner and you want to do things yourself.
Right.
Like I started this from the bottom, but
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, which it may be cliche, but teamwork make the dream work for real.
That's
like,
it.
Okay.
Like that's just for real. That's how
it.
I feel. So yeah, you gotta use everything that's available to you. And then number three, I would say, what was the question one more time? Say it one more
3
time.
lessons that you learned, and how did you apply them?
How did I apply 'em? When you think you can't go no more, you can still go.
Okay.
I
So
learned
keep good.
that.
Keep going. Keep pushing.
Yeah, I learned that in football.
Okay.
Yeah,
used
that's
to,
good.
They used to hit us with that. This the last run. This the last thing.
Yeah. That's it.
And you go
And you
hard.
so oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they hit
Yeah.
you 2 more. You be like, ah.
Yeah.
But it let you know you can still go.
Go,
You,
yeah.
you was,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so now,
Right.
I don't
That's just
feel,
like in track.
nah, for
Yeah,
real.
because those principles. That's why it's so key that for those of us that are parents to make sure that you have your kids in some type of sports because it's not about just the sport that they actually learning. They're learning about mindset. You
And
know what I
life.
mean, and learn about life because everything that they're learning out there on that practice, on that field, on that basketball court, whatever the sport is teaching them work ethic. You know what I mean? It's teaching them drive. It's teaching them not to give up just because something gets hard. You know what I mean? Like, and if you start something, you finish. I mean, that's just it. Now, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When it comes to your business, the products and service that you provide, right?
Right.
How important is it for you as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, to setting goals?
That's the whole key. So like
Okay.
the most important thing. So say you had a business, whatever the business may be.
Right.
You will tell me what that business is.
Okay.
What you sell, whatever your product service is.
Mhm.
When you finish with that, I'm gonna ask you, okay, so what you want to do?
Mhm.
Like say you want a website
Yeah.
and say whatever you say you take everything on, I'm gonna say, well, what you want the user to do
Right.
when they get on there?
Okay.
That's
Right.
important.
Right.
Now I know hey, I want them to submit a form. I want them to be able to check out. Okay, all right. So now I go from okay, this is the end goal,
Mhm.
like you stated. What do I need to do? I need to line, make sure everything is structured to where their end goal is done as
Yes.
easy as possible, because people naturally lazy.
Right.
So it's
Mm.
so you got to make it as
Yeah,
For
easy as
that's
real.
possible.
real.
That's the
Yeah,
real.
that's real. Okay, okay. Well, my next question for you is when it comes to the subject of what we talked about earlier about manifestation.
Right.
When did it happen for you where the
Mm.
idea of this company, the business that you have, when did it really just hit you like this idea and I know what I need to do now to bring this into the present? When did that happen?
Want me to lie to you? Want me to tell you the truth?
I want you to tell us the
Oh,
truth.
you already tell
Tell
the
us the truth.
truth.
Tell the truth. Not
We
this.
should have had a
Yeah,
Bible.
yeah,
Peep
yeah, right.
game.
Yeah, I
Peep.
know.
True.
I got you.
Yeah,
Nah,
we're
I'm
not
over here lying to
politicians,
my
man. You
people.
can't lie to us.
I'm gonna tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
you
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you the
tell
truth.
truth,
Thank
tell
you.
truth.
All
Tell
right,
the
let's
truth.
do it. Let's
Tell
do
the
it.
truth, shine the devil.
There you go.
Nah, I got you
Uh-huh.
though. This what happened. I actually I was on my butt. I was down bad. I was
Okay.
down bad. I had just got through like with the football my senior year football season, went through
Okay.
the little, whatever camps, all that.
Okay.
I needed to release some stress.
All right.
I just started writing. I just out of nowhere, like I keep a note in my phone, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I've been doing that since way back.
Okay.
So I just looked at it, I looked at it and I was like, dang, I said I was gonna write a movie. So I was like, well, F,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm
yeah.
about to write a movie.
Movie,
So
right? Yeah.
I just got to writing. I ain't writing. I just wanted to know. I mean, I ain't really. I was just like, this is what it's gonna be about.
Okay.
I ain't really put no layout all that. I just started writing.
Okay.
Bro, at the end of the movie, ended up being marketing. He was doing marketing.
Okay.
So I got through the movie, whatever. Got through writing it or whatever, and shoes. I don't know. I just started studying. I just like I'm a computer scientist, so
Yeah.
and marketing
Yeah.
you could say something on your phone and you could go on your internet and it just pop up to you.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I don't know, something popped up to me saying something about marketing, some course, some seminars and stuff. I got to going, got to teaching myself, and
Yeah.
once I learned, I was like, oh, I could do this.
Wow.
A month later, I had my first client, and
Wow.
I ain't looked back ever since.
Wow. You know what? In your response, you said something that was so key that I'm hoping that a lot of people didn't catch it. You said that you taught yourself,
Right.
i.e., you invested in yourself.
Correct.
And that's so key in regards to trying to or wanting to build something that a lot of people have a strange mentality of they're wanting something for free, but you can't do that when you're trying to build something. When you're trying to build something, it's going to require a upfront investment.
Money or time.
That's it.
That's
It's one of the two.
One
It's
of the
one of the
two.
two. So and especially if you're working a 9 to 5, that means some days you're gonna have to go in early or get off late so that you can go ahead and focus on that dream or that side hustle that you're trying to turn into your 9 to 5,
Right.
your Monday through Friday. So I commend you for wanting to saying I need to focus on this and I need to teach myself
Right.
how to do this. So
So,
That's
on to
dope.
the next question.
yes.
What do you do to stay focused, and how do you fight your distractions?
So to fight, I'm gonna hit them backwards. To fight my distractions, cause I think that's very important.
Okay.
I don't know. Those who've been knowing me for a long, long time, I'm an extrovert. You could tell, that's me. I'm outgoing. That's me. I like to have fun. But
Right.
if I'm focused on something, I'll transform myself to an introvert. Like, leave me alone. Like, don't talk to me. That's just
Yeah.
and it's not nothing no kind of way. I'm working like I gotta get this done and I beat myself up if I don't. So if I'm beating myself up and then I feel like it's things outside things that's hurting me, I might want to blame it on the outside things where it's always really me.
Right.
And then the first question was,
How do you stay focused?
how do I stay focused? So on my mirror, I got 3 pieces of paper.
Okay.
One of them say, make an impact on the world 100 years from now.
Ooh.
Eat greedy or don't eat at all. That's that term right there is what I live by. Eat grilled, don't eat all. That's from Big Chief. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
already.
know.
Yeah,
Big, that's from Big
already.
Chief. And I got it tatted on me, so like I live by that. That's
Mhm.
what one say. The next one say, basically like my affirmations. Is that the word?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Affirmation.
that's
Okay,
right.
yeah.
That's it.
Affirmation.
You
Yeah.
did it right. You did it right.
Positive
Yeah,
talk to
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you're
Yeah.
putting it in the universe.
so I,
Okay.
so I say, I am, and I got a list of things.
Mm.
I do, and then I got a list of things, and I got a list of things. Just simply because, um, when people like do certain things, they do it because they want to have something.
That's right.
But to have a certain thing, you got to do something,
Mm.
and to do a certain kind of thing, you got to be a specific type of person.
That's it.
So you supposed to become first. So you become who you trying to be. So you could do what you need to do to have what you want to have.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's the second one. That's the second one I got. And then the third one is my full. Uh, that's my. It's a. I got this from Think and Grow Rich, and it's by my birthday July
Yeah, it's
19th.
a
So it's
dope
a
book.
by July 19th, 2019, I will have this amount of money on a monthly basis.
Mm.
In return for this money, I will deliver the highest quality of service, and
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying, in digital
Yeah.
marketing.
Yeah.
I read that.
Yeah.
I got books on my toilet, so if I'm on it, I
Already.
gotta stay.
That's it. You
I gotta
keeping
keep my
everything around
mind
you.
on that though,
Yeah.
like, 'cause,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And that's. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
square bit.
Y'all, just to recap, you're on the What's Going On DFW Radio podcast, powered by the afterpartyradio.com. We have our special guest with us, Mr. Justin Backus, owner and CEO of Advanced Marketing. Born and raised right here in Dallas. He's on with us today. Please follow us on all of our social media platforms. What's Going On DFW? Just do that search on both Facebook, so, Instagram, and we're also on our YouTube channel as well.
Now, so with you being the CEO and all, and earlier you stated that teamwork make the dream work. Um, let's see, what's the hardest part about being a CEO, and how do you make sure that your team is all on one accord?
Mm, good question.
The hardest part. The hardest part I would say is not knowing what to do.
Mm.
When you say that's coming from your end,
That's that's anything in
okay.
any business.
Mhm.
Like I am the owner and CEO of Advancement Marketing, but I have multiple businesses,
Okay, no doubt.
Right.
and each one it be things I just don't know what to
Right.
do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
That's
for real, I
yeah.
just don't know.
That's
Like
it. That's it.
I could speak to somebody and they don't even know it, and they could game me up, and they could
Right.
be talking about some regular stuff. And I be
Right.
like, man, I could put this with this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, and then as far as the people, um, the most, and this is in anything. The most trustworthy source of where you get your people is people who are already close to you. So,
Yeah.
um, if a friend refer me to somebody, and I trust that friend, I already have a trust in that person
Okay.
off top.
You're
Just
right.
because,
Exactly. You're right.
because
Referrals. Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe in like this. This my homie. I don't think they would tell me nothing wrong.
That's it.
I'm gonna work, you know.
Right.
But then it just come down to, you gotta do your due diligence. That's in anything. I mean, you can't just add anybody to your business because they reflect you. So
Wow.
if you trying to be great,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mean that.
Man,
nah,
for real.
for
For
real.
real.
So if you
For
trying to
real.
be great, and even though you may like, it's a lot of the qualities, a lot of things that you could like about a person. But
Yes.
if they not fitting to
Mhm.
this what we doing,
Yeah.
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
just don't fit. You
I ain't playing no games. For real.
for real.
Man, you said something right there, man, because I think that's where a lot of people in business, we misunderstand friendship with business and don't know how to cut it down the middle. You know
Right.
what I mean? And because I live by a code myself. When it comes to business, there's no feelings in business.
Right.
So when we're doing business, we're doing business. So whatever I need to give to you in a constructive manner, that's what it is. So if we're friends, we're still friends, but you have to know this is in that box of us handling business.
Right.
We can go happy hour later on, but this is business right now.
Correct.
But you're right though. Some friends cannot be good business partners, unfortunately.
Right. And going back to what you said earlier, you said not knowing what to do. So in those moments that you don't know what to do,
Yeah.
what do you actually do to figure it out, and or do you have a mentor that you can speak to?
Mentor, my mentor is my future self, cause I wrote the movie.
You wrote the movie.
I feel like he talked to me, whoever he is. Square business.
But literally, but
I
square
understand,
business.
I hear you. I'm hearing you, though.
Like,
I'm
'cause
hearing
I don't know
you.
nobody doing what I'm doing.
So
but-
you the one of your
okay.
kind.
Right.
Bet.
Guaranteed that.
Bet.
But with that being said though, like it's still things that I know this is an important part of my business that I just can't do.
Right.
When it comes to that, you either gonna teach yourself
Okay.
or you gonna pay.
Okay.
Henry Ford, I ain't gotta tell you what business he got.
Right.
His name Henry Ford.
Right.
With that being said, he not the smartest man in the world.
No,
He had some money.
Yeah.
What he did with his money was go buy the smartest people in the world.
That's it. That's
And
it. That's it.
if they know it, I know he know it.
That's it.
Exactly.
Right.
If
You
they
right,
can,
though.
He can grow
if I
rich.
hire them, they can do it. Then I can do it, cause
Wow.
they with me.
Exactly.
Wow.
Same thing.
Wow. Wow. Man, but that's a very good point. I guess a lot of us live by this mantra of like making sure that you have a mentor. You know
Right.
what I mean? Have
Right.
or being mentored.
Now, there ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with a mentor
Nah.
now.
No,
They get you
I
some
encourage
time.
it.
That give you a head start. It
Yeah.
give you-
Yeah.
Well, for
boost.
me, I actually encourage it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I commend anyone like yourself that's like, you know what, I'm a self-starter, I'm self-sufficient, and I can look. I'm gonna just go out here and I'm gonna have to learn on my own. But do you think? Because that's a very good question, Mahogany. Do you think that sometimes by you going that route, do you ever run into like where you there may be some areas where you're bumping your head too many times, or maybe if I would have had a mentor, I maybe could have went left instead of going right.
Right. What I would say, I won't say I'm bumping my head too many times.
Okay,
So I'm a computer scientist. So
no doubt.
with that, I do programming. Programming is nothing but if this, then this.
Find a solution.
Yeah. So you find solutions. A lot of things I think the worst case scenario out before it even happens.
That's good.
Now that could be good. Sometimes it could
Yeah.
be bad. Now that's where that overthinking. Sometimes.
Yeah, I have
But
that.
it's hard to. So basically, if this, then this. If I already know this happened,
Yes.
that'll never happen again.
Yes.
I assure that. The following side of that, I forgot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot the other part. I forgot the other part you said.
Well, just looking at it like by you having that mindset of being self.
Oh yeah, the mentor.
mentor
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mentor
So
piece. Yeah.
so as far as the mentor, they gonna give you a head start. Now don't get me wrong. I do know somebody that, but as far as me coming up, I met him when I was already
Established.
dead head first in it.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
when I was in it, I'm doing what I'm doing every day.
Okay.
I talked to him. He like, I been.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he say little three, four little things that to him he like, and I'm shoot,
You was fun.
and I'm talking about boost me like
Wow.
yeah. So that's what a mentor do. They
Yeah.
boost you, but
Yeah.
like if you don't have one, that like so I'm not saying I wasn't going against like I wasn't saying I do this on my own. Nah, I'm not
You're not saying
prideful
that.
like that. I'm
Yeah.
saying it wasn't by choice. Like
Okay.
I ain't had no choice, so
Right.
I had my mindset. I ain't had nobody to be like, here, this how you do it. But so I couldn't go down that path. My fault.
No, you're
I
right.
couldn't go down that path, but this
Yeah.
my end point.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't have no help here. I couldn't go here, so I was just like, well, I'm gonna just go on and hit that hole.
Yeah.
But I'm still getting there.
Right.
I gotta get there.
And see,
You
regardless.
just took different avenues.
Yeah. and-
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's what I was. That was my whole point. Like, do you think like by instead of you driving the car and you having to go this way,
Right.
by you having a mentor, do you think that could have been beneficial for you to go to that way?
Definitely,
You know what I mean?
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
If
If you would have had one, yeah.
I told him, he told me that little bit of stuff. I guess I got too happy. I was like, man, I'll pay. Like
That's
I
real.
I told him, man, I give you $500 right now.
Okay.
Just show me how you did what you did.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, nah.
Cause that's how serious it was to
Nah,
you to get that information right.
That's
man.
it.
Okay, so I just asked the question in the comments. I asked, do y'all and that's viewing right now, do y'all have any mentors? And I had about two people say, yeah, they getting one, they working on getting one, and they do. So how important is it to be self motivated? And were you always self motivated, or did you have to grow into that point?
Always, I would say.
Mhm.
That came from little bitty. I was told when I was younger that I was gonna be locked up. I wasn't gonna be nothing that I
Mhm.
woo woo. So I was like, oh yeah, that's how you so. Uh, I don't know. I just took that to heart. Like
Yeah.
I'ma prove you wrong.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
and with that prove you wrong. That on the flip, it's energy.
Yeah.
Everything got an opposite and negative reaction. That reaction was with me proving them wrong. Just made me drive to be
That's
where
it.
I remember my why at all times. Like I gotta go hard. Like
Yeah.
let me show
Y'all
y'all.
feel it
Yeah.
right
Let
now.
me
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
show
yeah.
you.
Yeah, but it's funny that it's
Square
good
big.
that you said that too, because I know we got a few more minutes left, but a lot of people don't understand. Like sometimes when you get being fed so much negative, people use it as fuel to say, "No, I'm literally like Muhammad Ali said, I'm going to show you how great I am." You know what
Right.
I mean?
For
Right.
real.
Yeah. So sometimes take the negative that you may be receiving from people. And I'm not talking about like coworkers or classmates. I'm talking about family members. You know what I mean? The people because sometimes those are the worst. Those are your worst critics. Take that and use that as fuel, man. Take that and use that as fuel. What I do? What I
Nah,
do?
nah, nah. You
No,
good. You
it's
You,
good.
good,
okay,
man.
okay, my bad. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to encourage some people, man, because that's so important, man. Just like take all the negatives, man, and use that as fuel for the tank for you to keep going. Please, this is a prime example.
Mhm.
He's a prime example of why you have to keep going. And just because you don't have a mentor does not mean you just stop. Go and get the information. We're in an information age. There's no
Yes.
reason why. If you have one of these, there's no reason for you not to be successful.
For you to be lacking knowledge in any shape or form,
Come
like
on, sis. Come
especially
on.
if you got an iPhone,
Come
I'm gonna
on.
put it out there. If you got an iPhone and you paying a bill every month and you
Yes.
spending all this money for this iPhone and you ain't using it
Yes.
to the best of its abilities,
Yes.
then you just need to go back and get that little free phone that you get at Metro when you
Right.
first sign up. That's what you need to do,
Right.
cause. But
Right.
all of that just ties back around to, just staying positive, with yourself, like you said about Muhammad Ali. He told himself
Yeah.
that he was going to be the greatest, and he ended up being
Being the
that.
greatest.
And he told himself, I'm gonna prove y'all wrong, and and
Yes.
that's what he ended up doing. So you just gotta always stay focused, stay positive, and just keep going. Like don't stop. Like when you're in the midst of your storm, that's the biggest blessing that you can ever have
Yes.
at that time. While it's raining, while it's pouring, when you feel like giving up, when don't nobody care, when you feel like don't nobody care about you, or people that you thought care put you by the wayside, but
Yes.
that's okay because when you keep going, that's when you finally come out to the other end of your rainbow.
Yes.
So
You have to keep going, y'all. You have to stay positive,
yeah.
stay connected to people. And it necessarily, I know one of our viewers stated, like, I don't have a mentor, but I'm not in the same niche as him. That
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean you don't have to be in the same niche as him to have a mentor. Just stay in your niche, and eventually you'll make the right connections to where you'll be like, hey, I need to stay connected to him or her
Right.
because I know they have information that's going to help with the line of business that I'm in. And
Right.
so,
And so I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, please,
Now we do
please.
have a few minutes left, and I do want to give Mr. Backus time to just let you all know his social media platforms, how you can
Yes,
contact him, and whatever the case may be. Go ahead,
go
Mr.
ahead.
Backus. You got the floor.
For sure, for sure. So on Instagram, I am the guru of marketing. A guru of marketing. Uh, yeah, advancement marketing. You can find the DallasMarketingCo.com. That's us. I don't really do too much selling. But I would like to show like a live thing. If that's cool with
Go
y'all,
ahead.
just
Yeah,
show
yeah,
that.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure. Give me 2 seconds, three
Yeah,
seconds,
yeah.
four.
So yeah, while he's doing that, y'all just make sure that y'all follow all our social media platforms. Make sure y'all share
Yes,
this video. Please share this video because it's a lot of good information that a lot of other people can use, and we want to make sure that y'all can use that,
yes.
to the best of your abilities to make sure that you're doing good in 2019.
Yes, because the good thing about with us, what we're trying to do here in the Dallas Metroplex, look, we're trying to put the spotlight on the Dallas Metroplex. There's a lot of knowledgeable and prominent business owners of minority descent in this area, and we're trying to shed the light on that effective immediately. Playtime is over. We are no longer in the background anymore. You all have a media outlet right here on what's going on DFW radio and podcast.
For sure. So I just want to show like a live. So when we were speaking about resourcing and everything, like I said at the beginning, Google is king. You can eat off Google. Facebook is the queen. You can eat off Facebook. You get everybody heard of Facebook ads.
Right.
Everybody heard of Google ads.
Right.
So this is a live example of how an ad would go. I say, hey, for any business owner that's watching the show, if you at a certain point and you feel like you could be doing more things to increase your business,
Right.
text this number. Do this. And
Go ahead, text that number.
Text this number.
I just paid for my ad, right?
Yeah.
I could leave now.
Man,
So yeah, go ahead, text this number.
text this number.
Text this number.
Text this number. Oh my God,
Show me. So yeah, we.
What's going on, DFW?
Yeah.
Because we don't know what's going on right now. You know what I mean? We don't know what's going on right
Yeah,
now.
it's all good, but
Yeah.
but yes, if you are a business owner or entrepreneur and you trying to get yourself out there, please
Yes.
go ahead and contact us as soon as possible so that we can get y'all on the show. We can show your ad, let everybody know. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we got JJ from Good Times on right now.
The true definition of making money while you sleep.
Yes, sir.
Can I have that bonnet?
It's the true definition of making money while
It's
you
Can I
true
have that
definition.
bonnet though?
Maybe.
Oh.
It's gonna cost you. Nah.
I like
But yeah, I could be kicked up, have my feet back,
Lord Jesus.
Right.
and making money. I already paid my money on my ad. It's running. It's going.
Ladies,
Y'all
if
heard
y'all-
that? Boo boo, boo boo.
Boo-boo?
Oh, you
Boo-boo?
making money?
You're not making money.
You
making money. In
Say,
your
if you're
sleep.
trying to sit at home and chill and look like that all day,
There you go.
you need to text that number.
Text this number right
ASAP.
here. Text this
ASAP.
number.
ASAP.
Yes, we are in the information
bonnet,
age,
though.
guys. All right, y'all. We about to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you all so much for attending the show. Again, this is What's Going On, DFW radio and podcast powered by theafterparty.com. Tune in next week for our special guest and follow us on all our social media platforms. Do a search on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube at What's Going On, DFW.
See y'all next week.
See y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.